Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, we are alive.
it's doing.
There we go.
Okay, so welcome to our class. We are Robin Book. We are with Brian Bustos,
Yes.
our guest. Yeah. So we can start.
All right. Oh, I see. It's a crisis of violence.
Yeah, so along the world, I think that we are crossing for this in all the aspects.
Right. A good point. I think in general, many countries face some sort or some form of violence. That's right. What you say. Across the world, we do see lots of violence.
Yeah, and here in Colombia, we have, well, we have
We
a
are
lot
not
of
the exception.
conflicts. We have a lot of troubles with our government or with our rights.
Hmm.
So there
Unfortunately,
is a lot of memes. I don't know if
yes.
you seen this
Have you
before.
heard?
About memes? Oh yes. Is that
How would you
matador?
say memes?
Memes. Yeah, I would say that would be a meme or some sort of mocking of a mockery. Hmm.
Yeah,
There are some quite nice,
Wow.
quite good.
yeah.
I
So,
wonder.
for example, in this meme, um, well, this is a very um, trend drawer that is Matador. He's
Okay.
how do you say caricature? The profession of making caricaturas?
Comic maker? No.
Mm-mm.
Mm, matador. Well, I would call him some sort of um, yeah, maybe
Caricaturista.
something like that. But I'm not quite sure what he would be in that sense. Yep, you could say he makes characters and comedy, but I'm not quite sure. And parodies even. And he likes to make mockery of situations and he tries to exemplify them.
Yeah, so he tries to uh, draw in a different way what we are crossing.
Right.
So, for
Something that I
example,
like it from that is that he tried to make a reflection of the reality. He tried to, I don't know how do you say plasmar.
Right. I would say he tries to give a some sort of anecdote or a picture of the situation in a simple image or picture.
He tried to picture to image.
Yeah, he tries to. Well, I think what you're trying to say, he tries to show the general scope of what's happening in social situations
He
here in Colombia in
he
a single
yeah.
image.
He tries to show uh, reality news, but in a way that everybody can understand what he means and what's happening. I
Right.
think so. I
Good
think
point. Yeah, seems to be like a very humoristic approach that Matador seems to take on. Yeah, I think it's valid.
uh, okay, now Ducas, in this picture, I want you to analyze or talk about what you think about Duque says, because he says that we must fight for a new liberation of Colombia, but I think that is more than fight for.
Okay.
well, and I ask liberation of what? What's his point?
Yeah, he
Good
has
point.
a different, I don't know, everyone has a different meaning of what liberation is. But I think he talks about a different point of, I don't know how do you say conservador.
I think that would be conservative.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, he has a
like
conservative mindset.
yeah, conservator mindset.
Yeah, he has like a sort of point of view that seems to be more affiliated to the conservatives' standpoint.
Brian
Yeah.
could be keeper.
Sorry, go ahead.
For say conservador, you can say keeper.
Keeper. Well, that would be more
No,
keepers,
there is.
like goalkeeper, Republican, maybe conservative. Um, what was that? I think I know what you're trying to say, but yeah, I think it would be better. I think you're right, Carolina. It is somewhat a conservative outlook.
Okay.
Okay, and as I was saying, it's more than fight. It's like he, as a president, he has to look for our
Our
about our accomplish our rights. Uh,
our
Right.
what is best for us, I think, is the
Is better.
Hmm.
because it's not only about rights. It's about all
yeah, and
Everything.
if he
about
wants
everything.
to fight for a new liberation, I think first we need to know about our rights. We need to have the basic rights at least.
Right. Correct. I think that's the most important part. And I think you were right. Whoever said that. I mean, what are we trying to liberate? Or who's the
Yeah.
liberator? Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Good point. I agree.
I don't know, Giovanni, Nicolas, Thomas, Steven, do you want to say something about it?
Okay, I have something to say, but I don't know how to explain. I'm gonna try. I will try. I think the best way to fight for a liberation is to first he must think about the education as a primordial. I don't know the mainly
As a
idea. The main
pollution.
as a what?
As a pollution.
As a pollution of everything.
Yes.
So as we continue fighting for, if we continue fighting for or fighting about, not fighting for uh, the right to education, and he continued saying that is more important things like I don't know what he considers that is important. We are not doing anything.
Yep. So are you trying to say there that he's somewhat ignoring the fact that education should come first in terms
Yeah.
of importance in comparison to other government plans, such as what he calls the orange economy?
Yes, of course, but just when you study, when you learn things, you know what you want. That's
Right.
the real liberation that everybody wants. Everybody.
Good
But
point.
I think that the main idea of, for example, study or learn something is that you have to share that what you have been learning about, I don't know, political or because that is the idea. Because if you don't share that, you can't, I don't know, change the reality of our country. So you can't keep that information that you have been learning.
Hmm. That's good insight. I think what I agree with you. I think we have to then, in that sense, apply what we've learned to reality. If that's what you're
Mhm.
saying, I agree. That's good insight.
Yeah,
So
so the education is the principal, the main tool to make the people show off, I think.
Yep. I think this country definitely sometimes mixes things. For example, being cordial versus being educated. And I think that's a good point to try to split off from and really have what you guys call education. I think that's really what we're lacking in all its sense.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the third slide
Okay.
now. Okay, what can you infer from this meme? Is it okay if I use infer? I don't know
Yeah.
if.
Yep, you could say, yeah, or you could say, what do you take from this image?
Okay,
You,
what do
that's
you
okay.
take from?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, I think it's a donkey riding a donkey. No, I don't know. That's
That is quite funny.
I think is he's just uh, I forgot the word is procrastinating things that maybe he wasn't or he is not thinking about a solution.
Right? He's procrastinating. I hadn't thought about that, but good point.
But I guess that in this case the image try to show how is playing like I don't know how do you say Libertador,
The
The
and
liberator.
Liberator.
Yep.
yeah, and he's trying to imagine that he's the hero, but in this case he's when how we can see him to him, he's like a boy man,
Sorry, what?
a boy, a children,
Oh,
a
oh yeah.
child, child.
Yeah. It
child.
does look like a child.
Yes.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that in this picture it shows the fake reality that Duque tries to show because he's worried about Venezuela, about the people that is against Maduro and the people that is fighting there. But he is not worried about what we are living here.
Mm.
So this is like a fake appearance, I don't know, that wants to wants to simply show that he's worried about the other people and not about the security that we could have here. For example, the carro bomb, the bomb car. So yes, he said he was in the situation in the day that happened. But what did he do to solve that? So he didn't do anything. It's just January and uh it's already
Mm.
happened carro bomba. How do you say carro bomba?
I think you could just call that a car bomb. Sorry about that.
Car
Disconnected.
bomb.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
quite literal. And
Yeah,
just to
so
add, yep,
continue. What?
I just want to add, I think everything everyone said is quite on point. I would add something in particular. I think that would be like a sort of toy donkey mount. It's like a toy mount, and he's not going forward. He will never progress with his point of view and his standpoint. He's at a standstill because he's not progressing. he physically can't move forward. Maybe that's what Matador is also trying to say.
Yeah,
In addition,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, like he is playing. He is not doing anything. He's just
he's
uh
rocking back and
He, he-
forth, back and
he's a
forth.
muppet. He is only the face from
Hmm.
from from another person. So he is only there for like distract, like make to think the people that he
he's
already is.
worried. Yeah.
Yes, he is
Right.
doing something, but he is only a facha. I don't know how do you can say that.
Yes.
But I think something worried, something real. How do you say realmente? Really,
Really?
really uh, worry is that most of South American countries is are using the Venezuela's crisis as
As an
to
excuse. Yeah.
to hide things, like for example when there is a like a olla, like a chueco here in Colombia, and they don't want that everybody they don't want that everybody realize or notice that. They just show news about Venezuela, and they show bad things just because they want to show that we are not as bad as they are. But it doesn't make sense because they are they and we are we. So it's
Good point.
so different. But we I don't know, we are gossips is the
Sorry?
we are gossips is the word,
Oh,
chismosos, or I don't.
I think you could say
And
we like to gossip or eavesdrop something.
we give him we make we give importance,
Okay.
we give the importance that it doesn't deserve, or maybe we forget about what is
Hmm.
important. Continue, please.
Totally.
Okay. Those pictures shows the difficult situation that they are. So they have money, but they don't have nothing. So the money is not doesn't have a value.
Right.
Uh, S-
Sure.
Steven, Nicholas, do you want to say something
Okay,
about this?
okay, that's a quote that I took from article that I saw. That's a woman
Yeah.
that that they are in they have a lot of, but it doesn't it's not useful. The money is not doesn't reach or doesn't afford for things like I don't know how do you say mercado, like the shopping.
Mark market. I guess is market.
Like
No, but I try
groceries.
to I mean the buys the things that you buy to for it all around the week, along the week.
That would be groceries.
Yeah. Groceries.
and and they are used to receive like a supply
Right.
that government gave them or them gives them, but
Hmm.
in in certain way they are being like bad bring it broke it, I don't know, I forget the word, malcriados.
Say they are poorly brought up or,
Poorly brought up,
yeah, poorly brought
just
up.
just
Um.
because just because they are getting used to receive free things for free that the government gave them, but there are like that's a poor shopping. It's like I don't know if you get it. If you
Right. I think I see what you're trying to get at, and it's basically it has to do maybe where with maybe the sort of government trend that they've been used to having in Venezuela. Maybe there's more sort of government benefits, government subsidies, and even things like food stamps, etc. And maybe that's why that's an aspect of going through difficult times, perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, their currency is worth nothing, but I think there's many factors that have influenced that sort of result in having a demonetized currency,
Yeah.
basically zero worth of their legal tender.
I
Okay.
can't even imagine how how you could feel or how you feel if you receive your payment, your monthly payment, that it doesn't afford or it doesn't reach you, maybe
Right.
Make rich, make
Worth nothing.
reach. Yes, that's literal just paper.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
less than that, I guess, because paper is too expensive there.
Yeah.
Hmm. Mhm.
Okay. Let's move on to this.
Okay.
Maybe Venezuela will defeat the economic war, but the rest of the world is losing the fight of being better as human being.
Hmm.
Okay, that I wrote that just thinking about that in we are not thinking about the important things that the things that really matters. We are just thinking about
Money, money,
I
money.
don't no, it's not even that. Is about we are being misogynist. I
Right.
don't know. Is correct,
Yeah.
Brian?
Mhm.
We are
Well,
being
depends.
misogynist
Yeah. In
with
general sense.
the Venezuelan people just because they were they decide to come here and try look
Hmm.
uh
Try to.
try look try lucky or try look luck try luck
Try their luck. Yeah. They wanted to try their luck.
and most of the countries are being misogynist with them and
Yeah.
I think
Specifically with
they don't
women. Yeah.
oh but no misogynist with the woman yeah yes
Yeah.
you're right no
Yeah. But I think
I mean
yeah.
uh,
Maybe
xenophobist
yeah,
is
xenophobic.
the
That's
correct
right.
word. Sorry. Yes, I
That's the
was.
one. Yeah, I think you were thinking about that. Yeah, xenophobic, even bigoted. Everything we've even seen in the U.S. Correct.
Yes, I was on mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I
okay.
mean xenophobist. Xenophobic or xenophobic.
Xenophobic. Xenophobic.
Xenophobic.
Zeno. Zeno.
Xenophobic.
That would,
Xenophobic.
yeah, xenophobic.
And they don't deserve
Right.
it because we are we are breaking. I don't know if it's the the first human right. I think they are humans and we are not treat them as that. We think they are. I don't know what's wrong with us because I I saw I've seen a lot of people saying that Venezuelan people are
Animal.
lazy,
Yeah.
are animals, are and it doesn't first it's worry because
Worrisome.
it's people
That's worrisome.
that worries what
Worrisome. If you want,
what
I'm typing in some keywords in the chat, in the group chat.
Yeah, yeah,
okay
that's what I was about to say. Please, when you check a mistake, don't think to correct us.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Yep, those are just the words. For example, sorry, that was John. John Stephen, I think you're trying to say is worrisome. That is worrisome since that's the noun. Worry is more of like a verb. So you could say that is worrisome for us, or that
That's worrisome
worrisome. Yep.
because we are in our humanity. We are just, I don't know. I think it's something cruel to say that they people don't deserve to be, eh, are not worthy to have things that we have, and that's, I don't know. I feel so bad. So
Yeah.
when people say that those kind of things, and they are against the Venezuelan people almost every time, every single time.
Yep. Yeah. Some people. I think I would like to add something. I think that's very
Mhm.
what you say, John, and that maybe leads to a key factor, and that is the fact that many people tend to generalize or make assumptions, and those are two things that have, I would say, very much, I would say, hindered our progress as a country.
Yeah.
Generalization and assumptions.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Wait a second, sorry. Uh, emer-
Okay, just gonna write it in the group chat.
I don't know.
Hero.
Brian, could you write the expression of worrisome or
Okay,
those things in the
definitely.
chat? Could you?
Yep.
On the
For
chat. In the chat.
Um,
example, that is something very worrisome. I'll just write the examples there. And that was
okay.
a sentence, but I would say it a bit differently. Venezuela may well defeat their economic war, but the rest of the world is losing the battle of being better human beings. That's a good one.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So let's move to the next
Okay.
slide. I'm sorry. A question. Where are you? Where are you?
Who?
Are you living in?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yep. No, I'm here in Bogota.
Okay.
Yep. I live here in Bogota, here near Puente Aranda, Aranda Bridge.
Yeah. We are almost
Oh,
near.
really?
Yes, you
Oh,
are too
awesome.
close.
Yep. I'm near. Do you guys know the mall, Centro Mayor?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you are too
Mm.
close.
Of course. You are
I'm
too
pretty much
close.
there.
Yeah.
Yep. If
So close.
anything, we can meet up. I'm pretty much close right there. So that's good. Good to know.
Yeah. It will be great.
No problem.
Okay. So Maduro says Trump administration wants to kill him. So I think we have a very big issue with our presidents.
Hmm.
uh, I'm talking about in general Duque, Uribe, Maduro, Trump. We have a lot of crazy people in the government.
Yes.
I
And
think.
more than crazy, I've always had a theory, and that theory is, I'm not sure if you've seen it. I've written it on social media. We have, in Colombia at least, we have many incompetent people in places or positions where competency is required. And we have very competent people in places or positions where you can be an incompetent person. And that
Yes,
Yeah,
is
yes.
yeah,
probably
you're totally right.
that's the sad story.
exactly. Here's a very odd situation here when it comes to positions of power, ranks, administrative positions, contracts, lots of bureaucracy. If I would even go to that extent, I would say a very bureaucratic country, sadly.
But I think that the point of this is, for example, Duque, Santos, Uribe, I don't know, the presidents that were in the government, they studied a lot. They have a lot of knowledge, but they didn't do
Use it
anything for us.
Good
Yes,
point.
they didn't use it. So that's
because
that's
they
strange.
when they get to the government, they meet the money and they meet the power. So when I think when a person has a lack of I
Conscious?
don't know, when
Humble.
the person has a lot of that, the power, I don't know, transform, change the people, the money change people and the ambition. So, and how can you change that? We as the as the people of a city, of a country, we can protest or we can vote, but if we are blind, if we are not conscious about uh, the consequence that this will have, so we just vote for the person that is that is more, I don't know, more pretty, more I don't know how can you change that.
That's good insight.
I
Perhaps.
think
Yep, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, John.
no, yeah, continue. Don't
Oh
worry.
no, I was just going to add to Carolina's statement that that's correct. I think we, in general, a large portion of our population votes for superficial factors or
Yeah.
factors that don't have anything to back them up, and it's things that are just on the surface of the actual person.
Yeah,
Yep, those
I
were
got it. And we
Okay,
usually uh, follow the people that gave us what we need. So, for example, if you don't have food, so or if you don't have something to eat, so this person comes to you and give you food or give you something that you need, and this is the the way that, I don't know,
they
they touch
buy
people.
they
mhm.
buy boats. I think.
Yeah,
I think
and
you don't need to be a smart president if the town, if people is just a fanatic people who doesn't know, who don't know what is important, what they need, because there is a like a kind of, I don't know if it's a moral that if you have to decide between a doctor and a candy seller, someone who sell candies,
Right.
and you have to decide between them for who could make good for you, who could uh, make or choose better things for you. Everybody's gonna decide. Uh, I don't know how to explain my point.
Well,
I don't know if
I see where you're getting at. Maybe you're trying to say that there's a certain sort of, I would say, profile of a person, of an event, of something that makes you tend to go for that profile that in return can give you something back that you perhaps need more than the other thing, and maybe, perhaps.
yeah, it's something for is for you. Has you got it.
Yeah, that's why they voted in general for some people, even though those ended up following through with what they were saying.
Yeah, even if it's the best profile government a country or something like that. But I don't know. I think that's something normal in Colombia. We are used to no, we used to vote for bad choice, bad people who doesn't know
Because
how
we
to.
don't know. We don't read. We
Mhm.
don't get information by ourselves.
Right.
Um,
And from the verifiable sources, we
yeah.
go with just some fake
And first,
belongs
we
and
don't
that.
have memory, so it's like we forget all what happens.
Yes, and we only watch the news and we only watch TV. And if you see a person there, you can say, no, he is the only one who is going to be on the I don't know,
Mhm.
presidencia. So
President.
Presidents.
yes, so we must we have to vote for him because he is the only one who I watched before, who I see before.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Mhm.
I have. I don't know. I would like to share something interesting that I saw.
Mhm.
That is a quote from Simon Bolivar by Simon Bolivar, and he said
Nice.
that South America, the American countries cannot be government.
Oh wow.
But I'm thinking maybe he meant he was thinking about the our freedom.
Mm.
But I'm not sure right now because we are we have to decide between the be free to be free or
But what is to be free? Be free,
yeah, we
maybe
have
it's
to
we have
we
different
have to
minutes.
know we have to know what be free means because maybe for you it means I don't know something different to me or but it's strange because if he said the American countries cannot be government and if you know most of the Latino American I don't know South America
Latin
it could
America or South American, Latin America.
ha, South America had
Yeah.
have problems with his leaders and with his government and with
Mm.
his democracy. I don't know why. It's something strange. It's like a curse.
Mm. Right.
Yeah, but I think that he said that because they think that it will be better if we have a world with our without um fronteras, without
Orders.
that everybody is together. So I don't know if that was that he was to say, but he wanted to say, but I think it's a good quote. I never thought in that.
Yep. I'm gonna look it up. That was interesting.
Okay, let's move on to this part of the activity that is to match some vocabulary that we have,
All right.
or no, let's move on to these questions to
Yes.
talk, to discuss with us. So, okay, what do you think, guys, could be the base of the violence?
All right.
Well, I will start.
Mm,
I think uh,
Yeah.
in a person, it could be the lack of love, or yeah, it's that the lack of love.
Mm.
I
When
guess,
you
yes, carry on, excuse me.
no, 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 continue.
So another cause or base of violence, I guess, is when you think something and another person think different from you, and you discuss with that
Uh,
person, but they don't support your opinion, and he think that it's better if he hit you or someone hit you, I guess.
Mm, nice.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that point of view because I think that the main factor that produce violence, just because when there are different point of views, um, people think that they are right and they do whatever they have to do to 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 show that. So when our fanatics, when our I don't know, when that people is maybe mad people, maybe crazy people, or people who are really, I don't know how to say. I think the best word is fanatics,
Right.
and
Or
they do,
crazed.
or crazy. Yeah,
Crazed.
crazy.
they do
Crazed.
things like terrorism.
Yeah.
They do things like kill people, that uh, keep quiet somebody, or I don't know, that kind of violence. I mean,
I agree.
because
Yeah,
Exactly.
and there is a lot of type of violence,
yes, because it's
but
not
yeah,
one.
yeah.
If we talk about violence, it could be when you are in your car and you are in your car and somebody just crush into the back of your car, that start to fight, and that's another kind of violence. But I think that it's produced by the stress, by things like, so that's different.
Hmm. Road rage.
Yeah, and I think this this could be solved also by education, but also I think that it must be a balance, and yes, a balance between what we what we think, because we think different, as Nicholas said, as Steven said, and I don't mean that we need the violence, but we need to think different, and I don't know. I lost
Right.
the paloma.
I I have something
The
about
cat
that,
ate the the,
and is that
the fidget.
maybe maybe we need the violence until we realize that what violence make us.
I think the government, in talking about the protests and the problems and all of those things, I think the government teach us that the violence is necessary because they stop us with that.
Right. As if it's necessary to become liberated. Read.
Yeah,
I would
maybe
add
because we
something.
need an
Yeah.
order, or I don't know.
Right. I think I would add something real quick. And it's the fact, I think in general, that's what we're trying to get at. There's a lack of empathy, or at least a lack of trying to um, have empathy in the other person. And I think that's when maybe violence manifests itself, when there's a lack of empathy, or you are trying to deter someone's lack of empathy.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
If
But
here
that's it.
in the foundation we work on that on empathy,
Nice.
and that's that's great.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because it's very necessary. So is the I think is the main thing that people need to learn to think in others, because we
Exactly.
always are caring about ourselves. I don't know, don't lose the booze, don't lose the job, don't make money, eat,
Me
sleep.
first.
Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, as Thomas says, we in our foundation, more than teach English, we try to combine or give to the people um, more concepts to think, more values, and create better human beings or help to create.
Excellent. Healthy mindsets. That's what we
Yeah,
see
so
we're looking for.
you are invited.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's
Quite
too
pleased.
near. It's so near.
Okay. Oh, so Robin Book is
Close.
nearby? I thought it was by Teusaquillo. No? Robin Book?
We
Or no?
actually we are working in another place because we stopped doing classes in the place that we had near to
Okay.
Campin. I don't know
Ah,
if you know.
Bean. That the South Freeway or the 30th Avenue?
And do you know
Yeah,
the library of the Restrepo's library?
Restrepo. Is that Caracas South?
yeah.
Okay. Maybe. I will take a look, not to worry.
We are meeting there. Yeah, if you want to meet us one day, just write us.
Okay. All right. No, definitely
Okay,
I'll
let's continue.
let's
Let's
continue.
continue with two more questions, and I think we let you rest.
Oh, that's okay. We can go to 12:30. I have a half
Brian,
hour.
I have a
Okay,
question.
okay.
We can say left you alone is like a
Um, did you say left? Leave you alone?
leave you alone.
Leave you alone? Well, yep, that's
It,
okay.
it's, li- it's like don't bother you or something like that.
Right, but I think in that context, in our context, be best to say we could let you go. Let you go.
Let you go. Yeah.
That's simple. That's better in our context. Because not bother you, that would be another context. Maybe if you're trying to go to sleep, oh, I'll leave you alone so we won't bother you. Maybe when you're trying to sleep. But in my sense, no, it's okay. We could say, and we can let you go.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
Okay.
So
Okay, so
All right.
let's move to the next question.
Okay.
Do you think it could be possible have a third world war? Why? Why yes, why not?
Real quick, I would just say, could a third world war be possible? Or do you think a third world war could be possible?
Okay. So without it, right?
Right. Yep, without it. Do you think a third world war could be possible?
Okay, I will correct.
Just flip it around.
So I think yes. I think yes because well,
But
maybe not with all the world, but in each country there is a war in other words.
Yep.
I
In other
don't know.
parts. Yeah, in other parts of the world, in other continents. You're right. I think there's some sort of physical war going on. Many. But I would say anything would be the last war. I don't think the true sense of a war would definitely carry some heavy repercussions, quite heavily, with today's technology and arms and warfare material, weapons.
Yeah.
would be
Yeah,
I
you're right.
quite scary.
I don't know. Have you heard a quote of by Albert Einstein that said, "I don't know what kind of weapons uh, will be used in the third world war, but
Nice.
in the fourth world war we will fight with sticks and rocks."
Oh wow, I see. That's a good one.
If I say that in a correct way, but it's, I don't know, it's something that is not more than true. It's
Right.
correct to say that no more than
I would
true.
say it's. I think. Are you trying to say it's true or it's not?
Yeah, it's so true. It's the
Right. I think you could say it's something that is quite true. Quite.
Yes, it's quite true.
or can I say it's hands down true?
That's good. That makes some good emphasis on on the on the event of being true. Yep. Good one.
Nice.
Yeah, that definitely is true. Or at least it's not incorrect. It's not.
Okay.
And I don't know. Every single time that I think about that quote, I think about the future, about the about what we will do, because if you think we will be affected by the tier war, but we don't have any candle in that sepulchre. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's Colombian.
Any, sorry, you said any condo? What was that? The first word.
Any candle in that
Oh, oh, candlelit vigil. You could say in that
candle.
yeah, candlelit vigil. Right. We won't have any candles in that vigil. That's for sure.
Could you write the last word? Did you?
What?
The last word that he said. We don't have candle lights in that with. I couldn't understand.
And
I think you could say we won't have candles in that vigil, in that sort of event. Vigil. Just wrote it there in the chat. Uh, candle lit vigil. And sorry, candle would be with the L before the E.
In
In
what?
that,
In
you could just say in that vigil.
video? Could you
Oh
spell
yeah,
this?
that's V as in Victor, I as in Ian. Sorry, V as in Victor, I as in Igloo, G I L. G V
Billy?
I. Oh, sorry, no. V I G G as in S. I as
S.
in Igloo. I
Ah.
L.
Wait. Video?
Vigil. I L. L as in Larry. L. Perfect.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. I think that's what John was trying to say. That the book. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I thank you.
that's good.
Okay, guys. Sorry, I have to go. There is someone knocking my door.
Okay. Someone's knocking on the door. All right. Fine.
So thanks for
Okay.
the class. It was amazing. Thank you, Brian, for your time and for helping us.
Awesome. I think in general
Yeah,
it's very
I
well
could.
Thank you
structured.
so much, Brian.
No problem. Is that Nicholas or Thomas?
Yes,
Nicholas. Okay.
I'm Nicholas.
Nicholas. All right.
And I'm Thomas.
Yeah, thank you so much. We
Oh,
really
Thomas.
enjoyed this
Okay.
this short time. I hope you too. Then the next week, we will have also a online class, but with different people. So I hope you really like this as us.
Of course.
And I don't know if we have class at 2:30, so we need to prepare this. And do you want to continue?
Sure. I've got still 20 minutes. You want, we could take a look at grammar? You want to take a look at sentence structure and grammar now?
Yeah, of course. If you
Okay.
want to correct some here, yeah, of course.
I think the first one, what do you think could be the base? I think instead of base, we can use bases.
Yes.
BASI as in igloo.
Okay.
Sorry,
The
no,
plural?
that, oh, that's okay. That's plural, but I meant a different word would be bases. BAS.
Ah, EAS.
SI as in igloo.
Ah,
S.
okay.
Basis.
Basis. Could you explain me what's the difference? Basis or
Well,
basis?
base is okay, but base is a bit literal. It means the physical base or structure of a sort of physical object, while basis means more as a principle or an initial, I guess, point would be the principle of violence, for example. So basis would be a
Ah,
bit better in that case.
okay, okay, I got it.
Yep. Second one, oh, that's good. You corrected
Yeah, okay.
nicely.
Do you
You,
think you're
yep, go
okay?
ahead. You could have a crisis like Venezuela's. Perfect. It's
Okay.
capital V, not much, though. Doesn't matter. Small little nitpicky things. Um,
Is it okay? How the other countries have been, has been?
right. I think we just have to flip the have. How have how have the other countries? We just got the that one in reverse. How have the other countries been affected? And let's switch it up a bit. Instead of because, let's use some sort of synonym. Let's put due to. Due to.
Yeah, yeah, I have heard this before.
Good. Yeah, that's good. That usually sounds a bit better.
Okay.
Nice.
This is
Next.
like debido a?
Exactly. I would say that debido a.
Okay, how have the other countries been affected due to? Okay.
Awesome.
Is it okay? Mainly factors?
Oh yeah, we could take off the adverb in that case. Let's just leave the main factors. The main
Okay.
factors. Yep. What are the main factors of take off the? We don't need that other.
I Yeah,
Yep.
because we already are talking about the specific people that
Exactly. Yep. What are the main factors of Venezuela's economic war? Good. And what's the impact of memes on people's opinion? Awesome. That one's good.
okay.
Awesome.
Uh in this
Okay.
question, is it right to make protests?
Well, in that case, since we can use protest as a verb, you could just say, is it right to protest?
Okay, okay.
Yep. Perfect. To protest.
Do you feel do you feel safe or save like this?
No, you have it. You have it right. Excellent.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's written correctly. Good. Do you feel safe when you go outside? Awesome.
Okay. Do you think that really that
So,
Do
guys, I
you?
have to have a lunch
Okay.
because later I'm going to have a class,
Okay.
so I must to leave my home at 2:30. So 12:30. Excuse me.
12:30.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
No
So
problem.
thank you so much, Brian. I hope to hear you again soon.
Yes.
And thank you so much. Remember that you always are helping with our knowledge, and of this way we are helping other people.
Awesome.
So thank you so much. Really, thank you so much, and see you.
Okay, thank you. I think we could finish this.
Just because I must to
Yeah,
go.
I know, man.
So thank you,
But
Carolina. So see you. Thank you.
thanks to you guys.
Okay,
Tommy, are
bye.
you here?
Yeah,
So bye,
I'm
Tommy. See
always
you
here.
later.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Tommy,
See you.
See you.
let's wait if Brian connects again and
Mm-hmm.
we say bye and it's all
Okay.
because maybe he turned again and do you think that really the government wants people who protest? Yeah.
Sorry about that. I think my internet just disconnected.
Okay, don't worry. Let's do the last and things and
Okay.
we
So
say goodbye.
so Nicholas left. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
No problem. I just wasn't able to. Okay, so the last couple.
Yeah. So I think we could correct this last sentence and we
Yep.
could say
I
goodbye.
would
Okay.
say, do you think that, or do you really think that the government wants think? I think it's just a.
Think with K.
Oh yeah.
I think that's just a
Mm,
minor mistake. Wants with plural. Wants to hear people who protest. That's good.
okay. Is it necessary
Necessary to use violence. Hmm. Well, that's good. Well written. And lastly, you were in the place of the protesters, maybe? Or
protesters?
protesters, I think so.
Protesters?
Yeah, protesters. Um, what would be your reaction to an attack? That's good. What do you mean by attack?
For example, by the public force, like this picture. So if the police comes and hit your face and say, "Bye, go away from here," because you are blocking the streets, for example.
Right. Well, that's good then.
So
What would be your reaction to a, I would say, physical assault? Physical,
to an to a physical,
to a physical assault.
is
Perfect.
it right?
Excellent. That's well written. And just one thing, I think protesters. I think you've written it the British way. I think it would be ERS at the end. Protesters, which would be more North American.
Protest,
ER,
protest,
ER.
ER.
Yeah, protester. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I would,
Okay, Brian. Oh,
yep.
really? I didn't know this.
It's. I think no. I think you're right. It just has to do with the
British.
British, American, Canadian, Australian. I would personally write it with ER, but OR is okay if you want to.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yep,
Yeah, but thank you for all of this.
no problem. So we can.
So, well, I think we could finish this class for today.
Okay.
Thank you again. Thank you very much, Brian, for your time, for your patience, and your
Yes.
advice.
No
This is
problem.
really helpful for us.
Awesome. Yep, no problem. So if anything, I'll be ready for next class. And yep, if anything in the future, we could meet up if you want. Since well, I'm pretty much I live here, my family's from here, so that's okay. We could
All
That's
right.
yeah.
pretty
Good
good.
to hear that.
Okay. So bye for now. I'll
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
Bye.
You too. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.